G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So I don't mention it too much, but if you'd like to subscribe, please do so. It helps me out a lot because at the moment I think I've got 5% of people watching these videos are subscribed. So if you like the content, please subscribe. So we'll jump into the Higher They Fly special research, and we've got to battle the Team Go Rocket boss, which is Giovanni. So I'm going to try and beat Giovanni with Pokemon at 1500 CP or below, so Great League eligible. And the previous stage of this special research, you had to beat Arlo, Cliff and Sierra, and I have done that with 1500 or below CP Pokemon, and I'll link to that now if you want to check it out. That video also has a few more hints and tips on how to best beat rocket bosses, so if you are struggling, check that one out as well. So we'll jump into my first trial run and see how we went. So as you can see, Galarian Stunfisk, absolute monster, and charging so much energy and throwing those rock slides. So unfortunately here, what I wanted to do is swap into my Medicham, so the Articuno took it out and then froze a little bit longer when my Stunfisk came back in, so I got a little bit of extra time charging energy, but as you can see, it froze. So instead of that, I had to leave the match. So didn't go so well. But it is what it is. So in the second match, I actually swapped into Altaria. I was running the same team, but had Skarmory instead of Altaria, and I do think Skarmory was the better choice, and you will see why. So one of the mistakes I made was not leading with Altaria. Leading with my Stunfisk was not a good idea. I should have led with the Altaria and then swapped in my Medicham. So you would never want to lead with the Pokemon. You actually want to be battling whatever their first Pokemon is, and the reason for that is you want to swap in, and as you can see, there's a bit of a freeze before they start their fast move attacks, so you get a little bit of free energy generation there. You also want to pick Pokemon that are very spammy, and I like Medicham here because power-up punches do absolutely no damage, but they do obviously boost your attack. And the first two charge moves, they're going to shield up anyway, so they're going to be burning their two shields on a fast move, on a charge move that is very quick to charge and does absolutely no damage. So here I'm going to be throwing a charge move but not actually powering it up at all, and the reason for that is because I just want to freeze this Persian for a few seconds, so I get a few extra fast moves in and it doesn't farm me down. So I get those few extra fast moves in to charge up a little bit of extra energy. The Kangaskhan comes in and I'm able to throw into the power up punches on it as well, also causing it to freeze, because when it swaps in, has a little bit of freeze time. After every charge move also has a little bit of freeze time. As you can see here, able to time these pretty well in terms of stopping those fast moves. On this next one, I think I get a bit greedy, and it does take me out before I actually get to the charge move. So it does take me out there, and in comes the Altaria. So I do make another mistake here in a second, but I will swap into the Altaria. I let the switch clock count down as much as possible because I do want to switch it out. So I swap into the Galarian Stunfisk to get a few fast moves off, and then swapped into the Altaria. So that is not a mistake. That's what you should be doing. And the reason for that is because it will get you a little bit of extra energy. So in comes the Altaria, and I threw this charge move when I shouldn't have. I should have just let this just absolutely gone to town, dragging, breathing it down, because you're about to see the damage that a fast move, that Articuno's fast move does. So Altaria double weak to ice types, and as you can see, like 70-80% damage for one fast move from Articuno onto Altaria, so absolutely brutal. Throw the charge move, get a little bit of extra chip damage here with the Dragon Breaths, and then I am gone. So out comes my Galarian Stunfisk. I'm going to charge up a little bit of extra energy. As you can see, got one fast move through as I threw my my own charge move, but that gives me enough time to then freeze it for a few seconds, allows me to bank up some more energy before I throw my next rock slide. Reason I'm using this is obviously rock is double super effective, so like ice is double super effective against my Altaria, rock is double super effective against the Articuno. So as you can see, just charging it down, and I will need to get to another rock slide to take this out, because Mud, yeah, so Mud Slap's going to do absolutely nothing. Mud Shot, sorry, is going to do absolutely nothing. Able to get to that charge move and take out the Articuno. So happy days. So a few little mistakes there. One was not leading with Altaria. The second was throwing that energy on the Kangaskhan from the Altaria. And to be honest, the third is probably running Altaria instead of Skarmory. Skarmory will only be taking neutral damage from those ice moves as opposed to Altaria that took double super effective, so it would have been able to do a little bit more chip damage before it got taken out. So we'll get our encounter, and it is the Shadow Legendary that is Articuno. So I'm going to use a Silver Pineapple Berry here, and the reason to use a Silver Pineapple Berry over a normal Pineapple Berry is it will give you an extra candy. So I know that doesn't sound like much, and normally for pretty much every single Pokemon, one extra candy is a little bit meaningless, but the legendaries, it takes 20 kilometers to walk and get one candy. So if you can get an extra candy by using a Silver Pineapple, save that walking distance. You want all the candies you can get to be able to power them up. So a semi-okay Shadow, but nothing too outstanding. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of what to do if you're struggling with beating the Giovanni or any of the team leaders. Like I said, check out my other video that shows you how to beat the team leaders. But for now, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it was useful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.